The third question, you need a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage to buy a new home for $240,000. Your mortgage bank will lend you the money at a 6.35% APR with monthly compounding. However, you can afford monthly payments of only $1,150, so you offer to pay off any remaining loan balance at the end of the loan in the form of a single balloon payment. Part A, what would the monthly payment need to be to pay this mortgage off at the end of 30 years? So the first question is saying, suppose that we can afford to pay this off. How much would we have to pay in monthly payments so that we didn't owe anything at the end? So we're borrowing, so we're going to clear time value of money. We're borrowing $240,000. That's our present value. It's a 30-year loan. So N is 360, it's a number of months. Our interest rate, we have to take 6.35 divided by 12 because we need a monthly interest rate. If this is in months, this has to be in months. This is 0.529, and that goes in as our I over YR. No future value, and we're computing the payment. And we get a monthly payment of $1,493. So in order to pay off this mortgage and have nothing left to pay at the very end, we have to make payments of $1,493. Okay. Part B says, so this is part A. Part B says that what would the payment be if this were an interest-only loan? So an interest-only loan means that each of the payments is only paying off interest. It's not paying off any of the principal. So the money we start with means that we end up with $240,000. Our balloon payment in an interest-only loan would be the full value of the loan, $240,000. So now we've got $240,000 as our present value, and we have $240,000 as our future value. We have to repay that at the end. So none of the principal is being paid off in this case. It's still a 360-month loan, and our interest rate is still 0.529. And now we're computing our payment. And this is the payment for an interest-only loan. And this payment is $1,270 a month, okay? So the payment's $1,270 per month. That just takes care of the interest-only part of it, all right? Now, the third part, part C, is the part that we really started the problem with. If we can only pay $1,150 a month, what will the balloon payment be? So we can't afford $1,493. We can't afford $1,270. We can only afford $1,150. So just like the last problem I did, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble here, okay? So now our monthly payment, we're still borrowing $240,000. That's our present value. Our monthly payment is $1,150. We've got 360 months and 0.529. And we're going to compute the future value, which is how much is going to be left over at the end. And in this case, we get a future value of $368,457. Okay, this is more than what we originally borrowed to buy the house. So again, you're kind of upside down in your mortgage. You're going to be in a lot of trouble here in this case. Don't get in a situation like this. Try to make monthly payments that will pay off the mortgage in the 30 years that the mortgage is for.